Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to just quickly swatch the new Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette that is coming out and just quickly give you my opinion on it. It's launching in stores tomorrow and also online at Ulta.com and on the Lorac website, I'm pretty sure. So I'm really excited. Here's the box that it comes in. I'm sure you guys may already seen it on Instagram or on other videos, but this is the box. It's a pretty rose gold box, and I don't know, I think the packaging is nicer this year than last year. But here is the palette. It is white with rose gold and it looks very beautiful. But I'm sure, as everyone else is saying, you guys will hear a lot of how dirty it gets. Mine actually came dirty in the mail, and I was upset because I thought the black shadow in this palette smashed, but it didn't. It just had gold dust all over, so I kind of wiped it off. And so here's the palette, and I'm going to swatch it for you guys on my arm so you guys can see swatches on a medium skin tone. I'm an NC 30 right now, an NC 25 to 30. So yeah, let's just dive into it. We're going to be starting off doing the first row, going from the lightest to darkest. This first shade right here, it's swatched, is called Pink Cream, and it's kind of like a pinky toned, well, obviously a pinky toned cream color. It's exactly what it says it is. The next shade down is Tan, and this one I used today in my crease as a transition shade, and it's just a beautiful kind of light pinky color, and it's definitely like a pinky tan more than just a neutral tan. The next one down is Pecan, and Pecan is also kind of like, it has some pink in it as well. It's kind of like a pinky tan brown color. And then next down is Walnut, and Walnut is like a nice warm brown, perfect for the crease. It's so pretty. So here's the first four shades in the top row. They are all matte. The first two rows are all matte shades. Next in line we have Dusty Mauve, and it's a beautiful mauve shade. I have that in the crease that blends into tan so nicely. The next one is Violet Gray, and it is so pretty. I love this shade. The next one is Eggplant, and it's a beautiful like purpley color. Online, the swatches I keep seeing are showing it more red than it actually is in person. It's more of a purpley burgundy than a red burgundy. And the last one in the row is Dark Navy, and it's a beautiful kind of blue-gray color, and I think it's so pretty. It actually kind of matches my shirt. I wish I would have worn this color today. It's really pretty. Next, we're going to dive into this second row of all mattes as well. So the first shade swatched on my hand is Crepe, and it is so pretty. It's a nice cream color. The next one down is Toffee, and it's a really warm, very light brown. Then we have Mist, third down. And Mist is a very, very pale gray. It almost kind of looks like a whitish gray. It's really cool looking. And the very last one down is Vintage, and it's a kind of cooler type of brown, which will be really pretty in the crease. Moving on to the rest of the shades, up top we have Hickory, which is also a cooler toned brown. Next we have Maple, which is a beautiful warm brown shade. It's so pretty. Next one down we have Bark, which is a nice deep brown shade. And the last one is Jet Black. So these are the second row. Now moving on to the third row, these are all shimmer shades. I think the shimmer shades this year are more metallic, and last year they were more of a softer shimmer. So I really love the shimmer shades better this year than last year. I just really love this palette better than last year's. So up top we have Snow, and it's such an icy, beautiful inner tear duct shade. I'm definitely going to be using that every time. I have this on my inner tear duct today. It's just so beautiful. And then we have Kava, which is also a very high shine metallic-y shade, but it's more of a kind of peachy golden shade, as you can see. The next one down is Cider, and this one is a beautiful coppery shade. It's so pretty. And the very last one down is Bellini, and this one is more of a shimmer than kind of like a super high shiny metallic shade, but it's a beautiful peachy shade. It's really pretty. All of these are swatching so pigmented. I love them. So up top we have Brown Sugar. Next down we have Sequoia. Brown Sugar is more of a warmer kind of golden brown, and Sequoia is more of like a red brown. Then next down is Glacier, a beautiful silvery shade. And then we have Deep Fog, which is a very deep gray shade. So these are the shimmer shades in the third row. Super pretty. These are all swatching so good so far. Last but not least, we have the very last row of shimmers, and these are so beautiful. So up top we have Tulle, and it's a very beautiful kind of like tannish pinky shimmer shade. And then we have Pink Bronze, which doesn't show up well on my skin tone, but I'm sure on the eye it's going to look nice. It doesn't really have a high shimmer to it, so I'm curious to see how that one performs. Next down we have Rust, which is an awesome like kind of coppery orangey shade. It's really pretty. And then the last one is Rose Quartz, and this one I have on my lid today. It is so pigmented. Next we have Olive, which I was most excited for in the palette because I don't have a lot of olive toned eyeshadows, so I was really excited to have Olive in the palette. And then we have Dark Roast, which is a very dark brown shade, but it's kind of a cooler brown. And then we have Pomegranate. This one, you have to build it up a little bit, but it is a very beautiful kind of raspberry shade. It does kind of remind me of a pomegranate. And then the last one is Licorice, which is kind of like a black, but I see kind of like a pinky purple type of tone throughout it, so it's not just a straight black. So these are the last shades.